Hi guys, it's Kennedy White, senior at Islands High School, Scientific Research Program 4, and this is 2 weeks since I've put my plants in the ground. So for our community fruit and vegetable gardens, I said that you guys could have fruits and vegetables. It's not particularly the right season for fruits, so my family has done 2 vegetables and 4 herbs. All right, so we put them into the ground 2 weeks ago on Wednesday. Today is Saturday, December 12th, and today will be my first day of collecting data. After this, I will collect it every week, every Saturday, around the same time. It is 11:45 right now. I decided to wait 2 weeks after putting them in the ground to collect data because this is when they've started. At least the seeds have started growing. So for my project, and when you're doing the scientific method, all of my conditions are the exact same. My independent variable is one box is seeds, and the other one are plants. They were pre-grown. I have no idea what the correct terminology is, and I apologize. I'm probably gonna put it right here. Pre-grown plants. So we have mustard greens, oregano, and chives in one box, and we have broccoli, parsley, and iceberg lettuce in the other box. I chose these plants and herbs because it's the perfect season for it, and since it's in Savannah, they won't necessarily freeze. All right, so yeah. The way I'm collecting this data, I'm going to be showing, and I'm probably going to put this here, a graph comparing the price it took me to grow these plants versus the rate of growth these plants will take. And the goal of this, of course, is to give you guys the most financially stable way to grow these plants, but also the fastest. I'll be recording rate of growth via the height of the plants and the amount of leaves, the height of the plants, the leaves of the plants, and the amount of fruits of the plants. I've been watering the plants every day. However, I purchased, which you do not have to do, you can grow these plants in the ground, but I purchased these flower beds with a self-watering station in the bottom so that I could put 3 gallons of water at one time into the bottom of the plant, and as we learned in our parts of the plants video, the roots could soak it up via the soil at the bottom, so that all I have to do is really loosen and dampen the soil on the top every day. Without further ado, I'm going to show you guys the plants. All right, these are our mustard greens. So this box right here is where our seeds are. The mustard greens, it took 2 weeks for them to sprout, and they are seen here. I dispersed the seeds throughout this long plot. But I think I may have put more seeds over here. Yeah, it's pretty. Here's our oregano, and there are the chives. They have not grown. Over here, we have the pre-bought plants, I guess is the words I'll use. Because there was a sharp change, there was a real change in the environment they originally grown in versus where I placed them. I am not surprised that the leaves are not growing as well, but they have at least the parsley over here have started sprouting new adult leaves to replace the ones that are yellowing right here. I feel like as the plants get more used to their environment, it'll start producing more adult leaves, and as the winter and eventual spring comes, there will be more fruits. All right. In order to not change the results we receive at the end of this project, I've chosen not to have any fertilization. There have been no sprays to deter bugs or animals. The only major difference between my project and the ones you guys may be carrying out at home is that mine are in a box to grow in, and y'all's will probably be directly into the ground. As I stated before, this is a self-watering plant box, and at the bottom, at the base right here, it's holding some water, and this is how it gets to the bottom, via this tube. I'll pour water into this tube, around 3 gallons at the beginning of the week, and I replenish it every week, and then every day I'll water the top so that the soil is kind of damp like this. It's been a little bit since I did it, so this is not as damp as say this plant box over here. All right. Oh, sorry, y'all. All right, I'll see you guys next week when I'll update week 2 of my data collection, in which I will actually, I will showcase the graph. The way in which I'm collecting this data. I'll be doing it on Google Forms via a chart, where I will be not only showcasing the growth of the plant via the height, number of fruit, number of leaves, but also its overall growth, which I'll just place here because it's going to be a little too scientific for y'all. But I will probably explain more in depth in my next weekly lesson, which will be coming out Wednesday. Bye, y'all. Hi, y'all. It is officially December 12th. Wait, no. Oh my gosh, it's not December 12th. It is officially January 12th. 1 month since my last video update on the plants, and 1 month and 2 weeks. 1 month, 2 weeks, or 1 month, 1 week since I've put these plants into the soil. A little update. Looking into the pot with seeds, the mustard greens have sprouted significantly and quite beautifully. Before, they sprouted up, but they weren't as many leaves, nor was the plant height as tall. There's been some moisture stress, so some of the leaves are a lighter color, but it's going back in. In terms of the oregano and the chives, they have not sprouted, though that is to be expected. Mustard greens grow faster than oregano and chives. Not to mention, winter and savannas, not winter as prescribed that these seeds perfectly grow in. With that in mind, looking at our pre-pot plants, we see that our iceberg lettuce is flourishing. That is seen right here. There's actually been an increase in adult leaves. It's not that well seen. There's 4 different plants in here, but they've kind of grown together. In the middle, we have our parsley, which wasn't doing so well last time we saw it. They were experiencing some moisture stress, but those leaves have fallen off and new adult leaves have grown. Those are some of the old parsley leaves from before. Though our broccoli is not doing as well. In addition to moisture stress, we found some possums and armadillos trekking through the grass and digging up some of our broccoli. So I've had to repeatedly replant the broccoli, which is why I see it's kind of dying over here. Our broccoli's been experiencing a lot of stress, not only from sometimes overwatering, but constantly being dug up and put back into the ground. But there are some of these, let me use this hand. This broccoli plant right here is kind of regrowing. I cut off the dead leaves, and this is what's regrown out of it. I may have to do the same over here, but this broccoli stem over here is doing just fine. I may have to transfer them into a separate pot with a higher fence so that the broccoli is harder to get to. I have no idea why the possums and armadillo only likes the broccoli, but to each their own. With that being said, I'm going to display either on this screen or the next screen the 1 month update in terms to my data collection, and we'll take it from there.